Hello everyone, today is September 5th, day 335 of the war between Israel and Hamas in Gaza, and these are our articles for today from Yediot Achronot. We have here 115 raketot biyom, 115 rockets per day. The situation of the north with Netanyahu and the Philadelphia axis, we'll cover that. And then you also have this article, Letoch Minheret HaChatufim, inside the tunnel of the hostages, Lead Mickey Mouse, Vishilgia, next to Mickey Mouse and Snow White, where they found the 6 murdered hostages. We'll cover that. Let's start with our first one. It says here, Hamilchama al hanefesh shel toshevei hatzafon, the war over the soul or the mental state of the civilians up north. It says here on the top that they're living under fire with rockets all the time, trying to conduct their lives normally. This article really showcases the state, the mental state of the people, the civilians up north. Here we can see the state of emergency of these people in numbers. Here you have 14,340 civilians up north asking to be part of a support group that helps them and gives them tools of how to deal with the situation. Here you have 8,221 civilians calling on a hotline to receive help, 4,428 that also called in after having an anxiety attack, feeling that they're in trauma, asking to be receive support on Zoom, and the list goes on and on. Here you can see in the pictures IDF soldiers in Kiryat Shmona that are walking around a house that had a direct hit. In the beginning of the war, the evacuees were anyone that lived 5 kilometers from the border up north. But because Hezbollah has increased their efforts, rockets are going further than those 5 kilometers. So not all of the villages or cities are evacuees. Some of them are still there. As we've reported in the past, not all of them have bomb shelters. Here you can see also that it's not just affecting their day-to-day lives or hitting their houses, but also their livelihood. Here you can see that it hit a chicken coop in Zarit, which also really affects people's income, their livelihood. Just to give you guys a sense of the sensitivity that's going on right now, a new update of the Home Front Command is sort of causing a lot of waves. So if any of you guys have ever watched Israeli TV, when there are incoming rockets, the television will show an orange box showing where there are rockets hitting, where they have sirens. The Home Front Command has changed a lot of those things. One of those things being the orange box becoming a gray box for people that have color blindness. They have extended it to show more places that are hit so people can be more alert, but also they report about the different types of dangers, so different drones and how you can prepare for that. But because people are so sensitive right now, this seemingly good thing that they put, the box not on the TV, but alongside the TV as to consider the people, people are taking it in a different way than what it's intended. And you can really see it here clearly in one of the opinion articles by Yair Kraus that says this. He says, "Shametziut lo tafriya la reality," that the reality won't disturb or bother my reality TV. The way that he interprets this is that the connecting factor between everyone that is not up north and everything that is happening up north are these updates on the TV. And the moment you put it on the screen in a way that sort of minimizes what's happening, because you only care for reality TV, that it won't bother you to see Dancing with the Stars, which is what his example is in this article, is one of those things that disconnects us as people. And he also says here that it normalizes something that shouldn't be normalized. So this is just another one of those cultural things in connection with the Home Front Command and the ongoing war that shows you the sensitivity and the state of people today. And now to our next article about where they found the hostages in the tunnels. It says here, Minheret Mavet Leatziur Shel Shilgia, the tunnel of death next to a picture of Snow White. Here you can see this demolished courtyard from which the IDF was trying to rescue these hostages. It is literally in a play courtyard for kids. The dichotomy here is also strange because you can see Mickey Mouse, a symbol of dreaming and hope for children, fulfilling your dreams. You can see here Snow White, You can see a heart with love inside of it. When you think about your children in a courtyard playing, you would never ever think to yourself that right beneath them, such atrocities are happening, or that a terror hub is beneath them. You have Hamas everywhere. You have Hamas underground. You have them in hospitals. You have them under schools. They would find ammunition in the rooms of children underneath their beds. And it's really heartbreaking to think about the fact that if you had, a child, knowing that they were so close in proximity to danger, and that Hamas is putting your children in danger, you might be extremely angry. But for them, this is a reality. They say here, this tunnel was hidden next to a child's bedroom, a place where a child should feel safe and not a human shield for Hamas. I'll show you guys the caricature here of Bibi Netanyahu. You can see Bibi Netanyahu here. He's in front of an ATM, and it says here, your balance is minus 101, symbolizing the 101 hostages. People are not full of hope that a deal will be made, that these hostages will be able to be rescued. And you also have to understand the dire state of these hostages. One of the hostages, Eden Yerushalmi, was only 77 pounds when she came back. So that's, if you can look at me, that is half of my body weight. So time is truly running out for these hostages. If you're watching this and you're a person of prayer, please pray for these hostages. It is not clear how many of these 101 are still alive. The assumption is that only perhaps a third of them are still alive. And so time is not on our side. So please pray for them. And now a little bit about how the war affects not only human beings, but also animals. Here you have an article about birds migrating to Israel. It says here, Ma echpat letzipor. Why would a bird care? You have two different types of really beautiful birds that are going to migrate in the next coming month. About 250 different types of birds to Israel. Here they're saying, they don't understand that the war is dangerous and that they need to stay away from certain places. This war, it doesn't affect just human beings, but also animal agriculture. After the war happened, we actually had a huge lack of help on the agricultural side because a lot of reservists that are farmers, they had to go into war. So we had a lot of volunteers coming from abroad to help, pick the vegetables and the fruits and take care of the animals. Animals are also suffering on the Gazan side. You have the Gaza zoo there. You had animals that didn't get the treatment that they needed, or because it wasn't a safe area for civilians, their caretakers couldn't take care of them. And so Israel actually brought some of those animals into Israeli care because Israel really does care for not just human beings, but also the animals. So pray for the birds, the agriculture, the animals on both sides, because this war really does affect all of creation, and all of creation is precious to God. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more Israel content, go to allisrael.com, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We'll see you guys in the next one.